Average speed or mean speed, it's a very basic topic. It will comes under time and distance application point of view. Time and distance application. Average speed or mean speed. Before going for that, what is speed is? Speed can be written as distance divided by time. Okay. What is average or mean? Or average or mean is nothing but sum of terms divided by number of terms. Right, so now the combination of this average speed or mean speed we need to discuss, and many going with the wrong perception, like average speed means sum of speeds by number of speeds is wrong method. What is average speed is you need to apply this average for this numerator and this denominator term. Okay, now what is average speed? Again, I'm telling you, average speed is not sum of speeds by number of speeds. Wantedly, they'll give one of the options in the question as sum of speeds by number of speeds, and we end with wrong answer. Okay, average speed is nothing but apply average for numerator, sum of distance. Sum of distance. You may travel different distance, stop and then travel like that. So sum of the distance, or else we can say total distance. Sum of all the distance divided by number of terms. That's for numerator. For denominator, when you apply sum of timing divided by number of terms. Here number of terms will cancel. In fact, in short, we can say sum of distance is nothing but total distance. Sum of timings is nothing but called simply total timing. So average speed is total distance divided by total time. Average speed can be considered in simple as TD divided by TT. TD means total distance, TT means total timing. Speed is distance by time, average speed is total distance divided by total time. And in practical, there are some jokes also in films here and there. They'll say that a train which is moving with 60 speed, how it will stop at some platform or something like that. So why that raw, okay, joke or maybe some other things, wrong perception, because we're using the wrong word. We have to always say car average speed, train average speed we need to mention. Don't say speed of the car is 60 kilometer per hour. Speed of the train is 60 kilometer per hour is wrong. Average speed of the train, average speed of the car. Why is the speed of the car 60 kilometer per hour? Why it is wrong? Practically, if you see, I cannot maintain exactly 60 speed all over. I cannot maintain the same speed 60 kilometer per all over the distance. It's not possible, right? Maybe if it is automatic car, still if you put it on, okay, somewhere some obstacles come, you need to apply the brake. Your speed will decrease, increase, something will happen, right? It's not constantly. That's why we need to use average speed. See, actually, what's the basic thing? Let us say I'm traveling from Secunderabad to college, 30 kilometers exactly. I'm taking 1 hour. So here, what is my average speed of my car is, okay, I'm traveling 30 kilometers in 1 hour. So total distance 30 kilometers divided by total time in 1 hour. So 30 divided by 1, 30 kilometer per hour is the average speed of my car. Okay, some speed, sometimes maybe here the road is clear, I may go with 100 speed, 80. Okay, Upal, there is a lot of traffic, our road is not good, I'll go with only 10 kilometer per hour. Or there is a traffic signal, I need to stop 0. Overall, there may be ups and downs. So I may maintain 40 speed, 0, 10, 90, 100. But overall, that's what average speed. Here again, wrong perception is average speed, sum of all the speeds. Yeah, I cannot maintain all my speeds also. Within a minute, I can accelerate. Okay, there are a lot of cars within 70 seconds, we can move from 0 to 80 speed. If you accelerate properly, we can move from 0 to 80. So my speed is not constant for 1 minute also. So that's not at all required. Don't say what is the overall total speeds, different speeds I travel, divided by different timings. No, that's not required. Simple total distance. What is the total time taken? Yep, that's it. So average speed. We should use correct pronunciation, or maybe not pronunciation. Sorry, but the correct word to be used is average speed, not speed. Average speed is what we need to mention. Right. And again, don't go for n number of formulas. This is sufficient. Speed is distance by time. Average speed means total distance divided by total time. We have 5 questions. More than that also not required. 5 to 6 questions sufficient to handle this topic. Let us see the first question. This question is given in GATE exam. You can search later in Google also. You can find this question given in GATE exam. So a car travel 8 kilometer in the first quarter of an hour, 6 kilometer in the second quarter, and 16 kilometer in the third quarter. The average speed of the car in kilometer per hour for the entire journey is what? 8 kilometer in the first quarter of an hour, 6 kilometer in the second quarter, and 16 kilometer in the third quarter. So average speed, total distance divided by total timing. So what is the total distance here? I'm writing in short. Okay, average speed is nothing but TD divided by TT. Mean speed also same. So total distance I hope everybody know here. 8 plus 6 plus 16. 30 kilometers is the distance traveled. Now timing. Speed is in kilometers. Timing should be in hours because they ask speed in kilometer per hour. Numerator kilometer, denominator should be in hours. First quarter of an hour means 1 by 4. Don't write 15 minutes, I agree. 15 minutes only, but I want in terms of hours. Numerator kilometers, denominator in hours. Next second quarter of the hour, again 1 by 4. Don't write 2 by 4. Second part, okay, second part of the hour, second quarter. Okay, first quarter is 1 by 4, second quarter 1 by 4, third quarter also 1 by 4. So total 3 by 4 is the timing. Distance is 30. So if you divide and see the things, what is average speed we got? 40 kilometer per hour. This 4 will go to numerator and multiply with 10. So we got 40 kilometer per hour. Average speed is total distance divided by total time. Question given in GATE exam. So you can find GATE exam means it's a standard questions they'll give and still there. Okay, they don't worry about too many formulas. It's all about basics. Whether you know the basic point, average speed is total distance divided by total time, then you can handle the question. And why I'm worrying about not to go with the formulas, there are some extra formulas given in your textbooks, nearly 8 to 10 formulas you can find in any textbook related to this topic. But those things you have to know when you have to apply which formula. Okay. See the second question. So your answer is 100 kilometer per hour. So total distance divided by total time. The total distance divided by total timing is 100 kilometer per hour. Now see this question. This is also question given in GATE exam. An automobile travels from city A to city B and returns to city A by the same route. The speed of the vehicle during the onward journey and return journey were constant at 60 km per hour and 90 km per hour respectively. What is the average speed in kilometer per hour for the entire journey? Here they are mentioning the question, the speed is constant. Practically it's not possible, but fine, they given the question we should consider. While going onward journey 60 km per hour constantly you maintain, return is 90 km per hour constantly. And here, see first two questions bit easy because distance is given, timing is given. Our job is just calculating the total distance, total timing. This question you have a good update. There is no distance, no timing, only speeds are given. And again, if you do sum of speeds divided by number of speeds, like 60 plus 90 divided by 2, 75 is wrong answer. Never it is sum of speeds by number of speeds. So please remove that from your mind. Then what can we do, sir? If I total distance divided by total timing, here distance not given, no problem. You can assume some distance. You are moving from A to B, then B to A. You take the distance equal to D kilometers or X kilometers or some value. You can go with the question with D kilometers is the speed between A and B. Okay, A to B, D, B to A, D, total distance is 2D then. Don't say total distance is D, you are going from A to B and return to A, means traveling from B to A. Or else what I'll suggest is for easy calculations or to speed up the things instead of D, I recommend to take any value randomly. You can take any value actually. You can take distance is 1 kilometer. You take distance 10 kilometers. You take 100 kilometers. Any value, no problem. But recommended if you can assume the distance as LCM of 60 and 90, which is 180, calculations will be easy. So why you taken 180? I know while calculating timing, timing is distance by speed. Speed is already 60 for going, written 90. Timing integer means calculations easy. Why only this LCM and also not about LCM? I have to take distance in such a way that it should be divided by 60 and 90. Then calculations will be easy. You take distance 1 kilometer also you will get the answer. You take X kilometers you will get the answer. No problem. But why only 180 or something like this means easy calculation because see average speed as mentioned total distance. What's the total distance now? 180 plus 180 because you are traveling from A to B plus then B to A. Now two timings will come. A to B journey then B to A journey. Time is distance by speed. A to B distance. A to B distance 180. Right? Speed is 60. B to A distance 180. Speed 90. This is 3 hours. Here it is 2 hours. Divided by 3 plus 2. Okay, so which is 360 divided by 5 will get 72 kilometer per hour. Option A 72 kilometer per hour. Please see this. And okay, I'll give some time. You try with any other value for distance also. Still, it will get cancelled because I can take 180 common in numerator. Here, instead of this 3, 180 by 60, 180 by 90, that 180 will come out and get cancelled actually. That will not have any effect. I'll give some time. You take distance equal to d kilometers or x kilometers. Okay, here distance will be 2x, x plus x. Here denominator x by 60, x by 90. Try in that way also. Finally, you'll get 72 only as the answer. But if it is number, you people can understand things properly, do speed also will be there for doing calculations. Is this only for this questions or no? I'll show you any typical question also. You can assume some distance and proceed. No worries actually. In your textbooks, there is some formula. Average speed is 2xy divided by x plus y. X and y are speeds, 2xy divided by x plus y is there. That can be applied, but not all the time when now the distance is constant. In this case, distance constant or not? A to B distance, B to A distance are constant, speeds are different. When distance is constant, then there is a formula. When there are two speeds, 2xy divided by x plus y. When there are three speeds, 3xyz divided by xy plus yz plus zx. But for 4, there is no formula. In TCS company, they asked regarding 4 speeds. When we had the problem, formulas and all, that's the problem. They're given in TCS where 4 speeds are given. What is the average speed? Okay, distance is equal. They clearly mention the question. Then there is no formula for that. You can assume some equal distance. 10 kilometer, 10, 10, 10. Total distance 40. Speeds are given. So distance divided by speed is timing. Then you can solve the question. Concept is very simple. Okay, but that's what. For this also, don't run for formulas. This is the other question. Let me see how many of you can handle. Three equal parts. For two equal parts, I again reply, okay, make sure if you want to apply the formula, 2xy divided by x plus y, that should be two equal distance required. If it is three equal distance, this is the formula. But no need of all this. You can directly attack the question actually. A person divides his total route of journey into three equal parts and decides to travel the three parts at the speeds of 80, 60 and 30. Yeah, generally that's what see. Well, initially when you travel, no, it's a practical case also. Initially, when you want to start any journey towards any place, we'll go with more speed initially because you have a lot of maybe energy initially. But then your speed will decrease after some time. Again, okay, your maybe be dull, your speed will decrease. Bit practical. If you take rest in between and then recharge yourself and then moving is okay. But constantly, if you want to go, keep going, your speed may decrease. That's what 80, 60, and 30 they given here. What is the average speed or mean speed during the journey for the entire journey? Okay. You can take distance equal to x kilo. I'll explain this question that way. Many people may have that doubt, right? So three equal parts. Some people do here also again one problem. Sir, is total distance d equal distance three parts d by 3 d by 3 d by 3? Can I go like that? Or why you are making that fractions complicated? Take each distance d d d. Then total distance will be 3D easy, right? Make it simple. Why t d by 3 again making complicated? There's a 3 equal distance. You take d d d. Our total distance is 3d. Why you taken 3d is I know I have to divide into 3 parts. When I want to divide into 4 parts, total I'll take 4d. Okay, instead of d then divided by 4 d by 4, take 4d only 4 equal parts d d d like that. First one with the speed of 80, second one with the speed of 60, third one with the speed of 30. With assumption pros also will do. Okay, yeah, option C is correct. Now average speed, total distance divided by total time. Total distance, I hope you know 3D. Is it? D plus D plus D. Total timing, first one timing, distance D, 80 speed. Second one, distance is D, speed is 60. Third one, distance is D, speed is 30. I can take D common out here, denominator. Now this is why we are taking LCM, at least you can understand now. 80, 60, 30 LCM we have to take, which is 240, 83 times, 64 times, 33 times. DD get cancelled. That's what the distance you assume, it won't affect the answer. If I take D 10 kilometers, if I take 20 or D value 1 kilometer also not affected, because numerator denominator D can be taken common and cancelled. Right, so now this 240 will go to numerator. Okay, 240 into 3, 720. Sorry, this is 1, right? 30 into 8, this is 8. Last one is 8. 30 into 8 is divided by 15. So 240 multiplied by 3 divided by 15. This is 3, 5 times, 548 times. So as your friend mentioned, average speed is 48 kilometer per. Option C is correct. Right, but here we are taking bit extra time because D is involved and handling and all is taking extra time. What we are suggesting is assume some D value, some numeric value take, instead of doing in this way, take some numeric value for the distance. What I am taking is, let us say I am taking 240, 240, 240 like the three parts. First one 240. So total 240 or by each part 240, it's your wish. Total 240 means each one will be 80, 80, 80. Calculations will be tricky because 80 cannot be divided by 60. Some fraction will come, you have to worry about. I am taking each part 240, 240, 240. My intention is very clear, my calculation should be simple. Then, okay, this is with the speed of 80 kilometer per hour, means 3 hours. This is with the speed of 60 kilometer per hour, means 4 hours. Here we'll get 3 hours. This will be 4 hours. And this is with the speed of 30. Obviously, timing will be double. Speed is also 8 hours. So we got clarity. Average speed is 720, 240 into 3 divided by 3 plus 4 plus 8. 50, which is nothing but 48. Total distance divided by total time. Here I am assuming each distance is equal to 240 kilometers, 240 kilometers, 240 kilometers. Why only 240 is it should be divided by 80, 60 and 30. Then calculations will be easy. You can take distance 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer also, but it will take some extra time to do calculations. Now one tricky question to end this average speed, only 5 questions. Okay. 4 questions we discussed so far. Now the question which is given in IES as well as GATE exam, ESC we can also say. So this is the question. You search later in Google ESC or IES exam question as well as GATE exam. Both they given this question. And here if any formulas in textbook won't help you because distance is not constant. Previous question 3 equal parts distance is constant. We can apply some formula 3xyz divided by xy plus yz plus zx. Here distance is not constant. You check it out. A tourist covers half of his journey by train at 60 km per hour, half of the remainder by bus at 30 km per hour, and the rest by cycle at 10 km per hour. The average speed of the tourist during the journey. See, total distance in this question also not given, but you assume the value in such a way that anyhow time is distance by speed. Okay, my distance should be divided by 60, 30 and 10. Time is distance by speed will apply. Look, whether the distance is half of the distance or one third, d it should be divided by something. So that should be divided by speed means 60, 30 and 10. So I'll assume some value which is divided by 60, 30 and 10. Okay, so I'm taking the distance is nothing but okay 120 or 180 likewise. 120 kilometers I'm assuming. 120 kilometers I assumed as the distance. You can take d value as x kilometers also, it's your wish. 1 kilometer also fine. Half of his journey means 60 kilometers with what speed? 60 kilometer per hour. Remaining journey is actually 60. They said then half of the remainder by bus. Remaining distance is 60. Half of that means 30 kilometers. This is by bus with average speed 30 km per hour. And the rest of the distance is 30 kilometers. This is by cycle with 10 km per hour. Total distance. Now, what is total distance here? 120. Okay, don't write 120 into 3 like that. So, total 120. 60 plus 30 plus 30. Right. Total timing. Here, how much time? Here it is 1 hour. Here also, here 1 hour. Here it will be 3 hours. So, we got total timing is 1 plus 1 plus 3. So 120 divided by 5, which is nothing but 24 kilometers. Option C. Question given in GATE exam as well as ESE exam. C. Even if you know there are three speeds, some formula, but the distance must be constant. Here, distance is not constant. First 60 kilometers, next 30 only. Distance is not same. So we cannot apply any formula directly as per your textbook. So simple logic is this: total distance divided by total time. And many have that doubt. Why 120? You should think one step ahead. You can take total distance 60 also. Here 30, then 15, 15. You will get answer. But what is the time taken? Okay, calculations we are assuming something to do easy process. So assume a better value. Why only 60? You can take 120, 180 also. No problem. You can take 180 also. No issues. You can take some better values as well. No. So any doubts in this average speed? Yes. It's as simple as total distance divided by total time.